I could never speak of her without starting with her lips. Once so often tantalized by her fingertips, a vice versa teasing of teeth from lips only hinting red. Though not as subtle as the red of her hair, on the light of 12 noon it lingered, filtered through leaves in a dance of veiled crimson and shadow, much like the spots of dark humor radiating from her, glowing only to those close enough to see it accent her skin of soft bronze upward to the neck, close enough to recognize it brandishing a sweetness that only she could dare describe, close enough to hear it masquerade on her fingertip, tantalizing lips halfway between a smirk and a snicker, but not too close. Not too close, or you'll miss the punchline deliverable only through the most solid of stares. On the least sober Thursday mornings, we waded strange waters in a form of a scar she won for trying, tattooed on her left thigh, traced, fascinated by my tantalized fingertips, and all around us inches stretched endlessly as she looked at me through the frames of the shyest Playboy bunnies, frames that slid unnoticeably from the dew that kissed the bridge of her nose, the most secret of signals of how we knew we were dangerously close enough to notice how much she hides her hands, close enough to know they were simply waiting, close enough to see it skim the surface of mysteries of who she is, from subtle scarlet lips, the pulses of her throat, the breezes of her chest, her sacred navel, and in between her thighs, her absolute unspeakable femininity, the most constant reminder of how unsettled I am in the nearness of her. From the root of my spine shakes to be closer, from the root of my spine shakes to be closer, 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 but not too close. Not too close. On the rainiest of Saturday afternoons, her youngest sister pressed her feet against hers, and behind disguises of not being able to tell the difference, I looked at my own feet and wondered, how much would she be willing to walk beside me? How deep can she plant her feet to wait on the day I'm finally late? Thoughts I had to set aside as she gave me one of those looks, the ones that come with pressed lips, reserved only to those close enough to play symmetries with her knees, close enough to smile when the left one clicks, close enough to remember when mine does the same, though this isn't really about me anymore, is it? And I could go on with all these days, but where exactly would I place the tones of self-brooding notes from her throat, where truth flows as smooth as lemon ginger tea, stinging first and soothing? Where do I place the days of most I found? 4 to be exact, 7 to be exact, 1 hidden by her frames, 1 just right of her cheek, 3 on her bared left shoulder, 2 on her back. She is an entire starscape I will probably never get to complete. Where do I place the things I cannot see? Sure signs that she is angry. The 2 kisses she stole from me the day my name was inked in her secret pages. Where do I place the sounds of doors she opens? Where do I place the ocean of crashing waters in her scent? Where do I place home? Where do I place silence? Where do I place her silence? Because when all I have to say congregate to celebrate her name, it's a solemn procession where words fail. Where words fail. And I can only sit in silence. The silence of mid-noon stone benches. The silence of kingdom balcony hideouts. The silence of ice cubes simmering in freshly brewed tea. And everything that comes in between us. So, who is she? Who is she? Thank you.